Okay, everybody, I think that we are live. So let me go ahead and recap the lesson. I'm on page 335. We're on topic 3, lesson 2.2. So what we want to do is talk about eliminating x's and y's and finding out the point of intersection. So what I'll do real quickly is I'm going to back up and we're going to take a look at a problem that we did the other day. Okay, so when we took a look at what Mara had here, one of the things we saw was we've got x plus y equals 324 and x minus y equals 34. What we recognized right at the bat on this problem was this, that these y's are going to be opposite. So if they're opposites, they'll cancel each other out if you add straight down. So when you add straight down, you get just, y's are gone, you get a 2x equals 358. Then you get x equals 179 when you divide by 2. Then you get the value of the y, you plug that into one of the two equations, so we plugged it into that value. We're able to solve, we plugged it into there. We were able to solve for x. We got x was, or y, and y turned out to be 145. Now, if I move forward to today's lesson, we got the same thing, except in this example, they won't cancel. When you add them, they won't cancel. They absolutely need to be opposites, complete opposites. So what the book does is they multiply by -2, okay? So they multiply the second equation by -2. And the reason they do that is right here. I'll get a -2y, and they will be opposite. The whole thing is either cancel out the x's or cancel out the y's. So if we multiply the second equation by -2, we'll get a -2y here. That's great. So we do that. We get a -2 through the second equation, gives us a -8x, a -2y, and a -30. And then when we do add straight down, the y's cancel. We want to cancel the y's or cancel the x's. So now we can solve. I get -1x equals -6, or x is 6. So I have one of the answers because I need both. So we take my 6 and we substitute it into either equation. The book put it all the way up here in equation 1. So we put the 6 in here for this x right here. So we get 7 times 6 plus 4 plus 2y equals 24. Multiply and get 42, and I'm just going to solve. -42 minus 42 gives me -18, divide by 2, and I get -9. So I get both answers. It's a point, so my point is 6, -9. Okay. All right, let's turn the page. Okay, then we looked at this problem, okay? And I said, what do you want to solve? What do you want to do? So the kids said, well, let's multiply the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by -2. Why do we do that? Why do we multiply this one by 3 and this one by -2? Because it's going to make a 6y and a -6y. We have to have them be the opposites. So we add them, they cancel out. So we got a 6y, -6y. We can't add them now. Multiply both equations, 1 by 3, equation 2 by 4. Then we can cancel because we add, we get 2x equals 1. Divide by 2, we get x equals 1/2. Again, we need the other answers. I got x is 1/2. We decided to plug that into the very first equation. In for x, we plugged it all the way into here for x. So instead of 4x, it's 4 times 1/2. Plus 2y equals 3. Half of 4 is 2. Go -2, I get 1. Divide by 2, and I get 1/2. So my answer is x, y, 1/2, 1/2. Okay, then we looked at part A over here, and we knew that if we could make that a -2y, they'd cancel. So I multiplied that one by a -2. I just need these to be opposites. So I could have a 2y and a -2y, so I multiplied all the way through. -3x, -2y, -6, and then I can solve. Y's cancel. 2x equals 4, divide by 2, and I get x equals 2. You can't see any of this. Oh, that's so bad of me. Here, I'll give you a second to see what I just did. Wow. Recording, you can't see a darn thing I did. Okay, my bad. And then from there, I solved, and I got x equals -12. We substituted it into the second equation because they were smaller numbers. Just easier. It doesn't really matter. And I wound up with a 20, okay? We looked at B. I would have multiplied this one by a -5, but the kids wanted to do 2 and -3 to cancel the y's. And then we end up with a decimal when we solve. We plug that back in for x. We got an answer. So a good reason not to graph, okay? And then for homework, then I just assign the next page. So that's all I had. Sorry that I didn't show this very well because it's off the screen, and I really probably didn't show that very well either because it was maybe off the screen. Anyway, that's what I have for today. If you want to go back and look at what I have, you can. And you can see my work, and there it is, okay? All right, that's all I have.